Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another podcast episode. This is Kawaa here. I just wanted to preface by saying the beginning of this podcast is a whole lot of yap, okay? So if you want to skip ahead to the actual podcast part, I'll leave timestamps in the description for you guys. Okay, bye.
Shot.
Parties. Pitbull.
Everybody, shot.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide Infinity. That's the roof on fire.
This is probably why we don't have friends. I mean, what? Speaking of friends,
What?
that's today's topic.
We're not.
Hey, that's a perfect intro.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm leaving the podcast. Kama just admitted that we're not friends.
Say what?
I thought it was all a
No.
bit, but she just said that we're not friends.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're not actually friends. We're just, it's business is business, you know? Yeah.
It's just the two of us. We could make it if we tried. It's just the two of us. We could make it if we tried. Just the
Why are we
two of
both
us.
like crackheads right now? Okay.
When aren't I?
That's real. That's me when I'm like 8 Valorant rounds in and it's 0-8 and I'm like, oh.
It's just me 24/7. It's just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
That's just gonna be the whole podcast. It's just like vocal stims and just confusion.
Me stimming.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not Leviosa. It's Leviosa.
Leviosa. With some cheese and some cornflakes.
Leviosa, dude.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
What the Okay. Why am I confused? Okay. Alright. We mean business. Wait, how much time? You have till what, 5 o'clock again?
Yeah, roughly.
Business.
We got
Okay.
time.
Stand on business. We're professionals here.
But
Professional.
I prefer sitting.
Huh?
You said stand on business. I prefer sitting.
Alright, sit on business. Squat on business. I don't know. Do some jogs on business. Anything works.
No, I told you. I don't want to jog. I told you that.
No
Stop.
jogging.
You don't listen to me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no jogging.
Oh my god. My bad.
Stop.
My bad,
Stop.
gang. Guess I'm just
Stop.
cancelled. Oh my god.
Stop.
What the fuck?
Come on.
What the fuck?
Come on. What are you doing? Come on, come on.
Oh my god, wait, I just found what's it called? A fortune from a fortune cookie on my floor and it says be yourself, no one's more qualified. And I thought I should just share that.
Up to a lemonade stand.
I know, the best information ever. The lucky numbers are 11, 12, 16, 28, 32, and 35. So, if you see those numbers, just know you're being yourself.
I can't read.
What's numbers? Okay.
Baby, don't hurt
Why
me.
are we- okay.
Don't hurt me no more.
Alright, anyways. I'm just gonna start. How about that? Hey guys! Welcome back to another podcast episode of Wait Let Me Explain. I am your host, Kawaa, and I'm here with... ... Crickets. I think Himiko died.
I left. She tried to start.
Himiko! Hello?
No, it was the case of as soon as we officially tried to start, my earbuds are just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna disconnect.
That's crazy. They just know. They're like, no podcast today.
Yeah, they're like, if you're not gonna be wild, we don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it's young and wild and free.
Alright.
Grow up, so fun, living young is supposed to be fun.
Alright, for those of you who don't know,
Okay.
I'm with... Do you want
I don't know who I am.
Okay, good start. Alright, guys, I don't know if you can tell, both of us are in a silly, goofy mood today, which is good, because today we're gonna be talking about friendships and everything involving friendships.
What's that?
What's a friendship? I don't see.
Never
Actually, that is my first question for you. What would you say? Actually, well, here's my question. Actually, it's do you think there's a method to making friends?
Be a pug.
Be a pug? Okay. Besides being a pug, like, can you look back at like all the friendships you've had, and actually, how did you make your friends? Because I feel like there's so many different ways to make friends.
My stories are primarily very boring. So I went to school, then I met people, and I made friends, and then friend was friend with other friends. Then I made connections with other people and made more friends, and that's it. That's like That's literally how I pretty much made all my friends. I think the only
No.
there's only like there's very few people that I made out like that I would consider like friends
Wait, okay.
outside of like the people I met in school. Like there's like you, of course. Like I met you through Twitch or Valorant,
Yeah. Mhm.
whatever it was. But like that's how I met other people I consider friends is like Twitch, Valorant, or like other video games. But for the most part, my like people that are like my actual like diehard like friends primarily met in school.
Mm. Okay, but like, do you not remember like the first time you guys ever talked, or was it like one of those friendships that just started out when you were like kids and
Girl,
then
you're lucky if I remember 5 minutes ago.
what's a memory? Okay, but like,
Is this the real life?
cause okay, there's this like I remember the only reason I think about it is because I feel like the way you make friends when you're kids is like so much different than when you make kids or make kids. Hold up, chat.
When you make, I mean, I would
Hold
really
up.
hope the way I make friends is different than how I make kids.
I would hope so. Okay, what I
I
was trying to
would
say was
sure hope so.
the way you make
Guys,
friends.
guys, it's different. It's not the same. You don't. It's not the same, guys. Remember that.
What? Okay, what I was trying to say was when
Is
you
that
make
making friends as kids is different than making kids.
when you try to make friends as a kid versus when you make friends as an adult, I feel like it's like different in certain ways. Like I remember when I was in kindergarten, the only okay, this is like the one not discrete, like distinct memory I just like remember. It was so weird because we were all sitting, you know, like those like little carpets you have in kindergarten that you have to like sit on your like name or whatever. So I was sitting on this carpet. I was like the new kid. Okay, this was grade 3. I just entered a new school. I look at the girl next to me. You know, like when you have Velcro laces and you like crisscross them. Have you ever like crisscrossed your Velcro
Yeah.
laces? Yeah, so I did that. I thought it was so swag, and I looked at the other kid, the other girl, and I was like, "Look at this!" And then she looked at me like she was like, "Why are you talking to me?" But anyways,
Who are you?
later on, we
Who are
came,
you
she came up to
people?
me and she was like, "Do you want to be friends?" I was like, oh, "Okay." That's how.
You want to be friends? Nah.
Yeah, like this girl, I swear she hated me, or she looked at me like, "Why are you talking to me?" And she's like, "What? That's like so lame. I'm out here with my crisscross
What?
Velcros. Like, look at me, I'm so cool." But then later on, we ended up being like really good friends. So, um, yeah, like there's friendships like that, but then there's also friendships that form in other ways, like I don't know, through work or through I guess like what you said, school, like just being in the same vicinity like over and over again. You know?
See, but here's the thing with that.
Mhm.
I while I do consider some of my coworkers as friends per se, I think there's a different level.
Okay.
Like like I said, I have like my like ride or die friends. These are the ones I've known for majority of my life. Met them in school. I couldn't tell you like what actually happened. I just know like kind of met them in school. We had a majority of them was like a similar friend group, and then it just kind of expanded from there with more and more of them.
Yeah.
But it's like my people, like people that I'm friends with at work, majority of them, I would not hang out with outside of work. Like they're like just more like those people like I talk to them at work. Yeah, I guess they could be considered as friends because I enjoy talking to them, or like I try to talk to them, or sometimes I even play video games with some of them. But for the most
Mhm.
part, it's more the case of these are more like my colleagues, like my acquaintances. Like I enjoy talking to them. They help the day go by faster.
Yeah. Yeah, like well, actually, would you say that is that like a thing you do? Like you keep like your work life and your like personal life separate from each other or
Um, somewhat. So for the most part, yes, that's changed recently with some like this newer group I've been talking to.
mm.
So like before at work, I would never like talk to anyone that I worked with like outside of that.
Mhm.
It would like never happen. Other than maybe like here and there, like oh message, like basic stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now I'm like I have like these other friends I made at work, and we're actually going to the movies tomorrow.
Okay. That's
And like
exciting.
sometimes we'll play like video games and talk, but outside of that, that's really about it. Like, could I tell you pretty much anything about any of them? Not really. I could
Yeah.
tell you they like Five Nights at Freddy's and they like video games.
FNAF, the movie comes out. Well, by the time this podcast comes out, it'll be already out, but
Yeah, tomorrow for us, but for you guys, skill issue.
Skill issue, just skill issue. Yeah. Yeah,
You're
like I think when I was younger, like in terms of work, I think I didn't really I was just really shy, so I didn't really socialize other than the people in my high school. So I never hung out with people outside of work. But it's weird cuz right now I work in a fast food place that is like near school. So most of the people working there are in university or like in the same age group between like 20s to 30s. So since we're all like in the same age group, a lot of them just go out drinking and like I used to dabble here and there like going out with them. Less so now, but it's like yeah, I don't know. Like I think you can either find really good friendships or you can find people that are just like not to say they're fake friends, but there's some people that just like they just don't
they're
see the friend.
fake. Don't lie.
They're fake. They just don't see the friendship the same way that you would. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think well, so did you grow up like so like all your friends I'm assuming not well not all of your friends, but like most of your friends would you say like you met like in kindergarten or whatnot?
No,
No.
uh, no. Honestly, like, because here's the thing. I had my like. I don't think I'm friends with anyone that I was friends with in kindergarten.
Oh, really?
Um, so it was a case of a majority of them were like they were still younger. They were probably like first, second, third grade. Like they were still earlier on for a lot of them.
Mhm.
But it comes to a case of it was more of like the ones that I still talk to. Like there's one I talk to. I've known him since probably third grade.
Oh,
But
wow. Yeah.
the other ones just kind of became like a part of our friend group later on. Like a lot of them were more of like middle school or like early high school.
Okay,
Granted, I
okay.
don't have that many like IRL friends realistically, and that's because I don't think you need many
Yeah, yeah, I
IRL
agree.
friends that I like consistently could talk to. There's like five of them,
Mhm. What would you?
and
Sorry, continue.
huh, no, then now it's gone. You said stuff, and now brain.
Brain, no brain. All right. Yeah. No, I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say, like, what would you consider as like
Duck,
like, well, cause like you know how there's like levels of friendship, right? Like, what would you consider as somebody who's like super like a
duck,
ride or die friend? Like, what do you expect out of a
duck.
friendship from that versus like just someone who's like a casual friend, I guess.
Um, honestly, it's more of just like one, how long we've more known each other, but also if they like know, because there was people that like more know more about me, stuff like that. Like for example, um, like I said, my coworkers, they know practically nothing about me. So
Mhm.
like there's a difference between like that and like my friends I've known most of my life.
Yeah. Like that people like
Like
know like your the ins and outs of like your brain or your experiences and
I don't think anyone knows the in and outs of my brain because my you saw at the start of this podcast. Do you really think anyone can understand the in and outs of my brain?
You're asking the wrong person. Did you hear me at the beginning of the podcast?
Exactly. It's like it's better if they don't.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But like, okay, yeah. So I don't know. Okay, but also I guess that comes down to also like, do you think friendships are different between like, let's say, like girl and a girl versus guy and a guy and a guy and a girl, or like, you know, obviously I'm talking like heteronormative
Yes.
terms, but you know, like, do you think there's a difference between people? Yeah, you said yes.
Yes.
Okay, how? I wanna pick your brain a bit.
So here's my thought process. Guy, 9 times out of 10, it's a very gay relationship. Even though they might both be straight, but
Okay.
it doesn't seem like it.
They just be smacking
If
each other's
you've
booties
seen
like
her, no,
they'll be
not
like, "Hey,
usually.
fine,
It's
shite."
just like it'll be more like the case of like, oh, randomly we'll be sitting next to each other, and like one will put like their hand on the other one's like thigh, like
Yeah.
or like saying like sexual like comments like that, like stuff more like that. Guy girl, it definitely can't be that way because then it's like,
It's like, is that even a friendship or is that?
like there's some that are like somewhat like could be like in like that case, but for the most part, it's not even close.
Mm.
And then I feel like girl girl it can go either way. Like there are some that's like I've had some friends that had like our female friends and like half the time it was like, oh, like sus stuff just like the guys, or other times it'll be just like completely different things. Like I don't know as much.
Yeah, I guess
But
that's
yeah,
yeah.
9 times out of 10, a guy's one is like much more of, yeah, it's like we're homosexual. Not gay, we're homosexual.
Yeah. Just two bros, 5 foot or what is it, 5 feet apart in a hot tub, but they're not gay.
Two bros in a hot tub, 5 feet apart, because we're not gay.
My voice decides to just disappear as I say that. Crazy.
Crazy.
um,
I was crazy once.
they
They
locked
locked me
me
in a
in a
room. A
room, a
rubber room.
rubber room.
Rubber room with rats. Rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room with rats. Rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once.
Yeah, I don't know, cause I think okay, in my experience, I could be wrong. So let me know if like you see it differently. But
You're
I
wrong.
feel like, well, I also heard this like quote where it's like, excuse me, but like I heard this quote where it was like guys like their friendships are like they're sitting down, facing forward, doing something together, whereas women are more like, sitting across from each other, talking to each other. And like, does that make sense? Like women can still like do
Uh,
things together, like do like let's say they're going bowling or something together, but like they'll be yapping a lot. Like any friendship I've had with like women, just like us two, it'll just be like a yap session, just like a full yap session. But like I don't know. Well, obviously I wouldn't know what it's like to be in a friendship where it's like two guys just one on one. But like, do you guys like? Would you say you yap a lot or like?
I mean, it really depends. There is like a lot of times where we'll just be sitting there like talking, like we'll be playing like our own games or whatever. We'll just be talking,
Mm,
or like we'll talk about like random things that are like going on in our lives, whatever. It's kind of a combination of both. Like realistically, like me and my one friend, me and him go to college together. We go to the gym and everything together.
mm,
But like almost every night after we get done with the gym, we literally will just sit in our cars and just talk to each other or do stupid
mm.
things.
That sounds fun
There's
though.
a lot of stupid things actually.
Do
There's a lot of stupid things.
you have an example or?
Uh, we were like just what? There was one time we were just like outside and we were just sitting there playing with our lightsabers because we both bought lightsabers. Like this is in the middle of winter, by the way, so
Oh,
there's just like
stop.
snow everywhere, and we're just
That's actually kind of epic though. Sounds like a
nah.
vibe.
A lot
Yeah.
of
Like out in the snow with
lot of shipwrecks.
lightsabers.
When I wake up, yeah, I know I'm gonna be a
Would you say
lightsaber.
that it's
Lightsaber.
hard to make friends in this day and age, like as an adult, or even in this time, like in this time where we have technology and like COVID just happened and then
Well, I actually think it's easier.
yeah.
Oh, and I say that because of the case. Um, a lot of the time now, like you can make friends online a lot easier now than before.
Mm, mm,
So it's like you have more options and more like choices. Like, is it? I feel like it's harder to make real friends though. Like those ride or dies, I feel like those are harder to make because now it's a case of
mm.
one thing goes wrong. If say it's an online friendship, one thing goes wrong, that might be the end of the friendship.
Yeah.
Compared to in person, it's hard to do that because, of course, you per se see them. Like if you met them at school, you're gonna see them at school. You can't escape that.
That's true. Yeah. I feel like that's a good thing though. Like I feel like when like if it's like a case where you guys are having to see each other, at least you have a chance to sort of work it out. Like you might feel more
And that's what I'm
compelled
saying.
to.
That's why I'm saying it's easier to make friends now, but it's harder to make your ride or dies
Mm.
because now you don't have like if something happens, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, like I'm just thinking about this one situation where like, well, I mean, it's not an online friend, but I had this like in real life friend who like she used to like live near me, but since she moved like 2 towns over, we had a falling out and we just never spoke to each other since, and I think it's so much easier to just kind of like quote unquote ghost somebody or just leave them on red or whatever because there's no really repercussions of it. Whereas like friends that I don't know, like I'm trying to think back in like the 90s or not 90s, I guess like 80s and whatever, or even before then, like how do you think people made friends? Like maybe that's coming from somebody who's like socially awkward sometimes because I get so nervous when I don't
I
know.
feel like it's much more the case of just their day to day lives. If that's like school, work, um, whatever it might be.
Mhm.
That's the difference. Is like that's what they pretty much had to do. Is like they only had that option. They didn't have the option of say, oh, let me get on Valorant and see if I can find some random person to chat with.
Yeah. Well, actually, this sounds so sad, but I did that the other day, and I instantly regretted it because I realized that I'm getting old. Because I went on, and the only people that were playing at that time were like 14-year-olds. So I was like, wait, how old are you guys?
Yeah,
And they're
that's you.
like, yeah, and they're like 14. I'm like, I feel like I'm in Fortnite right now. What? Why is there children on Valorant now? I mean, like there always has been, but I feel like there's a lot more now that we're kind of like not getting pushed out, but like obviously kids are like, oh my gosh, a cool game, I want to play it too. And then
I'm only 7. I'm not old.
imagine being old. Could never be me. What? No, yeah. Actually, well, my one coworker called me old the other day, bro. Okay, this is a little controversial, but sometimes I make your mom jokes. Okay, we all know that. But and then this one kid I worked with, he's like 19 or something. Well, he's not even that well, or maybe he was 16. I don't remember how old he was, but he called me old because he's like making your mom jokes. Wow, you are old. I was like, I'm not that old. I was like, how old do you think I am? He's like 24. I'm like, that's not old. He's like, yeah. I was like, am I?
86.
Girl, no. I feel like well, that's the thing is, when I was like 10 years old, I would say 20 was old, but now that I'm 20, 24 or almost 24, I'm like, no, 30's old. But by the time I get to 30, I'm going to be like, nah, I'm not old.
I mean, the way a lot of people's mindset works is if you're older than them, you're old.
Wow. Wow. Mind blowing. Thank you
That's
for that.
that's realistically like no, that's realistically like a lot of people's mindset.
Yeah.
A lot of people's mindset is if you are older than them, you are old in some way.
Yeah.
And it might only be like a few months, but like
You're old.
it's especially like more of a case of though with someone who's under 20, someone who's over 20 just instantly also seems old. So it's like it depends really age and everything.
Yeah.
So like a 23-year-old does not as much see a 24-year-old as old. They might make some joking like comments calling someone old. I've done that all the time.
Yeah.
I call my one friend who's barely older than me old.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, like
just
it's a running
that's
joke.
like just like a joke.
Yeah.
Right. But like to others, if
Mm.
you are older than them, you're old.
Yeah.
Especially whenever they're like under 20.
Yeah.
If they are under 20 and like they're still in say like high school, whatever, they're old. But that's also it's the other way around. Like I have at my job, I have multiple people who are like 18 or younger.
Mm.
To me, they're like that's extremely young. Like they are children.
Yeah.
Uh, even though
Basically.
like they might be like
Yeah.
they could be like they're 18, they are legally adult. But in my mind, they are practically a child because that puts me like depending where they are, like 4 or 5 years older than them.
Yeah. What do you
So
okay,
like it's really a retrospective type of thing for age.
yeah. Well, cause like I think about it like when I was like 19, like the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with some like 28-year-old, like to me it didn't phase me. But now that I'm like 24, even for me, like hanging out with somebody that's younger than 19 just feels like I don't know, because I think it's because like once you get older, you realize that like yeah, like I mean, well at least for me, I look back, I'm like yeah, I was immature back then. Like I mean, like I thought
You
it was
still are.
mature. Excuse, well yeah, probably, but like like
Did you see? Did you hear us at the start of this podcast? You are.
okay, but I mean, like, in terms of the way I looked at the world, I was like a little bit more naive to like what's going on in the world, I guess. But now that I'm getting a bit older, it's like I realize like yeah, there is some growth to be had. And even like with like friendship lessons or like relationship lessons and like navigating like self-love and all that, like I feel like there's a bit of a jump. Like if that is like a path you decide to go on of like working on that stuff, like yeah, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. Like it literally has to be years and trial and error. So much trial and error of like yeah, life. um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like okay. I feel like lately, at least, maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. I'm so
Maybe you're
quirky.
just old.
Maybe I'm so quirky. No, no. But like
Hey guys, that's the end of the podcast. I'm
Like, I don't know, cause I feel like as like, okay, cause for me, COVID happened my first year of university, so the chance to like go and live on residence and go and make your lifelong friends that you meet in adulthood or whatever, or go to school, like I never really got that for the first 2 years of me being at university when I was. So, and then now that I am older and I left school, and let's say I did go back, even now when I'm, working with people who go to the school, it's like they're a little bit younger than me. Not to say that that's a problem, but I feel like the way,
It is.
excuse me, but like the way, I guess it's like the way like they perceive life is a little bit different than the way I perceive it because some people, for example, like, I mean, I'm always down to party, don't get me wrong, but some people are like only in their I just want friends to drink with phase, or I just want to go out all the time phase, or some people are in their granny phase, and it's like sometimes you'll make friends that don't always want to do the same things you want to do, but for me, I find it hard enough to meet people. So when I meet only like three people and like none of them like to do the same things I like to do, it's like really hard to find a common denominator thing to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just don't like people.
Imagine liking people. Ew, people. Ew,
Like
humans.
I realistically,
It's because you're a pug.
the only time I really try to like more talk to people is realistically, oh, it's at work or in my class. So I'm just trying to find other people to more talk to,
Mm.
so it's not as like boring. I'm not looking like I'm not going to work and be like, oh, let me make a new friend today. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I could genuinely care less. I'm
Yeah.
more the case of let me find like let me try talking to this person because like I see them all the time. Like I talk to a lot of people in my like art classes. Do I
Mm.
know any of them? No.
Yeah.
There's like two or three like I could even tell you their name. Like that's the thing. I don't even know a majority of their names.
Mm.
But I'll talk to them because it's like we will like talk crap on like the project or something like along those lines. It's
Yeah.
never usually the case of, oh, I'm talking to them to get to know them. It's like
Yeah.
a completely different case in that. I'm not
Yeah.
talking
That's
to them to make
true.
friends. I don't care to make more friends. That's the difference.
That's so true.
Cool, I make more friends. Nice. Okay. Like, gives me more people to hang out with and talk to. Like, these people I'm going to the FNAF movie with. I'm more talking to them because they are the people I work directly beside almost every day. Every single time I worked with this, like, select group probably 4 of my 8 hours that I was working. So it's like I kind of have to, like, talk to them, and then we
Yeah.
kind of just became more of like friends afterwards. Like I said, we'd go to the movies or like sometimes we'll play video games,
Yeah. No, yeah,
but it's not like I talk to them to look for that.
you're definitely so right because I was thinking about that too. I'm like that doesn't make sense because let's say me, somebody who like TLDR, my life exploded recently and all my social groups have kind
I
of
wish I exploded.
my social groups have just kind of
That sounds like
disintegrated
fun.
and everything is like shuffled around. So, I'm at a point now where I'm like, I could make new friends. Like, I want to make new friends. Like, I want to go and meet people, but I don't know how to go about that. But like what you said, not everybody is like willing to make more friends because if you already have your solid group of friends, there's like really no need to go and make more friends. If that makes sense.
I mean,
So,
I'm fine with making friends, but
yeah,
it's like I'm not trying.
yeah,
Like
but
it's not like I'm trying to make more friends. So like that's the difference of
mm,
like how you said it's hard for you to say like how do you make friends?
mm.
That's the difference. Is like your question like how do you, or like is it easy to? I'm more of the case of I don't care if I do or don't. Hate me, I don't care.
That's fair. That's a good mindset to have.
Honestly,
But
that's fine too. Police hate me. That's people I have to talk to.
hey, you know what? Hate is still a form of
That's people
energy.
I have
So
to worry about how they care.
yeah, yeah.
Like if because like if I have 100 friends, I then have to worry about each one of them. If I have 100 haters, I don't care. Hate me. Don't talk to me. Yippee! Fine by me. Like that's the difference.
No,
There's
yeah.
like that like vast difference of I don't really care what people think of me.
Which is good. That's a good
So
thing to
and
have.
like I mean, and it's especially good for like specifically work
Mm. Oh yeah.
because um there's times it hasn't happened recently, but for a while there I was like at night I would 9 times out of 10 be the manager on duty for my department.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like I had to be able to tell someone like, hey, you suck. Like, do your job.
Yeah.
You're
just you
so
suck.
like
Quit. Don't come back.
I wish I could just tell someone that.
As
There's
like,
some people.
I'm a team lead at
There's
work,
some
so I get
people.
that. I get that. Like,
Well, yeah, and that's the other case is like because of that, like my boss has already talked to me before about like he wants me as a team lead. As soon as I graduate college, he wants me as a team lead
ooh, okay.
because he knows I just don't. I can easily tell people like you're wrong, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
suck at your job. Do what you need to do.
Mhm. No,
Like I
yeah.
can be stern with people.
Yeah, you
I can also be
definitely.
friendly, but if I need to be, I can be stern.
Yeah, you definitely
I'll
can't be
show
a
all of
people
them.
pleaser if you're being in like a leadership position. It kind of forces you to not like walk on eggshells,
I
if that
see a
makes sense.
squirrel.
You have to have a backbone, you know. And like, well, yeah, like, um, I had a thought, but then I forgot it. Pugs.
I see a squirrel.
Squirrel. Sorry.
What?
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Cause like, okay, what would let's say? Have you ever met people like? Cause you know how you meet some people and you just meet them and you don't really
No.
think about them as like, oh, I'm gonna be friends with them. But what made like has there ever been anything that like made you like when you meet somebody? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to word it. When you meet somebody and you're like, I don't think I could ever be friends with you.
Um.
Like
I
I.
mean, I don't. It truly depends. Like for me, like big like knows like I don't want to be friends with you is like a lot of. Like it depends where I meet you. Like if I meet you at work,
Mm,
there's one person at my job. They have similar interests to me. They make like similar jokes, but their work ethic is garbage. Like they will sit there and like not do any work.
yeah.
So like no matter how much I relate to you, I cannot be friends with you because like that annoys me. Whenever I'm like at work getting paid the same thing as you and I'm doing 10 times the work because you're standing there.
Yeah, that's
Or if you have
frustrating.
like that like there's like people who would naturally have like that like snarkier or like more like posh like personality or like how they talk. Like some people like you could tell they're more of like bougie.
Yeah. No offense to bougie. Well,
I
actually, kind
don't
of all the offense to bougie people, but like, they're
or
gonna
like
get canceled.
you're like preppy people. Like those like I
Like
can't. Like
snobbish
if you're
people,
someone
yeah.
who's like right, if you're someone who is extremely self-centered or like is always speaking so high of yourself,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
know
want
who
to
you're
I don't
talking
want to deal
about.
with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
like well actually
you
yeah, that also is like kind of relates to what I was thinking about earlier when I asked you like if there's things that make it hard to make friends, like I think do you think like people's like upbringing can impact like how
uppies.
like how like you make friends because I don't think I could ever see myself being friends with like the Kardashians for example. Like I feel like they're very like what you said,
I
snobbish, posh
I don't
people.
think I don't think your upbringing could completely ruin it. Yes, it might make it so it won't work out, but there's a chance still. Like there's a lot of the time like you'll see stuff about like oh this rich person or like this like actor is actually like an extremely nice and like friendly person,
Yeah. Yeah, that's also
and
true.
that could have been they could have been brought in as like this already like more like well known person or even like at that point where they are this like more well known person.
Mhm.
I have they could still be like this extremely nice guy or this like have like these same interests. I don't think that matters.
Yeah.
Same for like the opposite side of the spectrum. You could be someone who is like extremely poor, tattered clothes, everything. Yes, I might be like more like worried to like walk up to. Same for someone who is say rich and like famous.
Okay.
I might be like more like hesitant,
Yeah.
but that does not change the likelihood of us becoming friends.
Mm.
If I talk to you and I figure out like, oh, we both like this type of game or these shows or like we have like this shared interest,
Yeah.
then I feel like that gives us a fairly high likelihood of bonding in some way. Maybe not to the level of friends, but at least to
Yeah.
the level of companions, people who will talk like if we see each other, whatever, maybe
Yeah.
game here and there.
Yeah,
But like, so I don't think your upbringing matters. I think
that's
it's more
true.
of like, at least for me, I more look at people's interests in like
Mm,
what they
okay.
do,
Yeah.
or like how they more present themselves. If someone's going to present themselves and be like, "Oh, I'm the best. You can't. No matter what you do, you won't be as good as me." I'm gonna instantly be like, "Yeah, I hope you slip." Um,
I hope you trip on a banana.
like, but like, there could be people who like are still like that, like similar way, but they don't present themselves that way. Okay, it's not as bad because it's
Yeah.
like once in a while, yeah, they'll make remarks like that, but for the most part, they're just sitting there talking to you about a Call of Duty or whatever it might be.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I feel like that's a big thing too, is how you more put yourself out there.
Yeah. Yeah, cuz yeah, maybe it's like not necessarily your upbringing, but I also think where you are in life can also impact that because I've had like friends I've tried to hang out with, but since they're more like in their careers and they make more money, it's like they're always wanting to go out and do things and I can't exactly afford that cuz, I just work at McDonald's. So I'm like just
Nah, cause
and like the economy in Canada obviously we know is kind of effed right now. So right now most people are like kind of on survival mode. Um, Especially because after COVID and then most people like went to school and now they can't get jobs and then even like the fast food jobs are being taken up and there's no hours like so everyone's kind of like at least in my age group is kind of in the boat of like struggling right now like so not everyone can afford to just like go out every weekend or even go out like much period so like it's hard to find friends too who just are willing to just hang out and just kind of exist or or even just like paint or
well,
something.
and like that's something that a whole nother thing is like, yeah, people are busy, so you can't hang out with them as much, or like they have like their different things they want to do.
Mhm.
Still might be my friend, but it might be a case of like we're just not as close as say we used to be or could be. Like for an example, I have my one friend. I Tuesday was the first time I've gamed with him in probably 2 weeks. We used to game like at least once or twice a week.
Oh
Now we like
yeah.
barely do because I'm just always at college or work.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's like us too. We used to game like almost every day, and now it's
Yeah,
like,
now you hate me.
no, we're just bro. I'm working all the time. You're
You
in
abandoned
college.
me.
We got the adult
First,
life.
you abandoned me.
We have
You
to live
first
our lives
abandoned
like
me.
Squidward
Abandoning
now.
you is
Being
first.
like Squidward going into work, being like, "F this," or whatever he says.
But but yeah, so like stuff like that, like yeah, might not have like the exact same interest, but that doesn't stop them from potentially being like a close friend. Like I would genuinely, even though there's times like we barely talk at all, or like he annoys me, he's still one of my best friends. He's not
Mhm.
my best friend. My best friend goes to college with me, and that's I harass him every single time I see him.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I've known him, like I said, for most of my life. I've known him since like second or third grade,
Yeah.
and like we've talked since then.
Yeah.
So what? I'm a senior in college,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that would be a long time. Like that's like 13, 14 years.
Yeah. That's a lot of years. Yeah.
Right.
No. Yeah.
It's like that's like the difference there. It's like even if you can't talk as much or hang out as much, that does not change like the likelihood of you being like someone I consider as one of my actual like ride or die friends.
Yeah.
And also people who are like newer to the friend group, that there's still that same chance. It just really depends like how do we like truly get along? Like, do we get along well? Yeah, okay. Do we do anything really together other than just say work or whatever? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like might be
Mm.
friends, but I don't know how close of friends. Are we like that type of stuff all like is very there's a lot of like variables.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Do you think like you could be friends with somebody who, like okay? Do you think like you could be friends with people who have like different morals or values than you, like, and they differ like drastically? Let's say.
I think it depends. what those specific are, like
Because it's
to
like, let's
what
say,
extent, like
yeah, like let's say they're like a super nice person, but then you're like, oh, I don't really like how they view like I don't know what like women or something. I don't know, like just throwing it out there. Like let's say they have a very like interesting perspective on women, like let's say they just hate women, like they're like f women, blah blah blah, but they're like a super nice person. Like I guess it's easy. It's like it's I like well obviously because like me as like a cis woman, it's easier to kind of be like f that I can't be friends with you if you hate me. Then it's like how can I be friends with you? But um
for me, I feel like it depends, like in what way do they kind of portray it? Like,
mm,
okay, you might say hate women, but you don't ever like actually like say anything rude to them. You don't ever do anything negative towards them. It's just
yeah
more that case of like,
maybe
oh, you some woman talks to you and then afterwards like you like a sigh of relief that it stopped and like, gosh, I hate women sometimes or something like that. Like
yeah
if it's like to that extent, it's like, okay,
yeah
yeah, I don't agree with you there, but it's like as long as you're not doing anything like negatively, it like it is what it is.
yeah like if you're
I
not hurting
don't really
anybody.
care much. But if it's like a case of like, oh, this person hates women and like they go up and they're always like mistreating them, like treating them like items or like, oh, always like talking crap directly to them or actually physically harming them, like then it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, no, I can't do
bro's got a whole like
that. So like
Reddit
it
feed just
depends
about it.
to right. So it depends to like what severity.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think you can be friends with people who have different morals. Like I had someone that I don't talk to them anymore, but they're one of my friends, and they were like a diehard Trump supporter. I'm not into
Mm,
politics, but I know I don't really care for it.
yeah, yeah.
And he made that like a big part of his personality, but it didn't bother me that much. I'd still talk to him, but I was just iffy whenever he got into like that type of talk.
Oh, yeah, because then
And
you're like,
that's
what do you
more of how it
say?
is. It's like right whenever it gets to like those like specific like topics or like
Yeah.
thoughts, like then it's like okay, now I'm iffy, but like for the most part, I'm like you're chill.
Yeah, yeah.
So it all really like depends.
Yeah, well, cause like that reminds me, like I had this one friend who, like, we don't talk anymore, but he was like
We don't
super.
talk anymore.
He was like
We
such
don't
a
talk
nice person.
anymore.
Okay, he was such a nice person. Like he would just like, I don't know, give me free food sometimes, and I was like, or he'd just get me
I
snacks
want
or whatever.
free food.
So he'd be like, hey, I got chips. Do
I
you want
want
chips or whatever?
snacks.
Like he was just genuinely like a nice person. Like he did this with everybody. Like he was such a nice guy, but sometimes he would make not the most socially conventional jokes, if that makes sense. Like he would make very controversial jokes, and that I sometimes felt uncomfortable with because like I was like, I don't know what to say to that. Like I don't really find it funny, but
That's the other thing.
yeah.
If it makes me like more or less like uncomfortable. Like there was
Mhm.
one person that I used to work with. He doesn't work there
Yeah.
anymore because he got fired. But
Mhm.
there's one person like we would sometimes have like talks that were like, okay, yeah, like I enjoy talking to them. But then like mind you, before I continue, this person's like was like 17 whenever he worked there. So like it was just more of like the only reason we really talked was because of work.
Yeah.
I enjoyed talking about time, but then like randomly he just started like calling like everyone like good boy or like
What?
all guys good boy. I was like, please no, like I'm 23 years old. I don't need a 17-year-old calling me a good boy. That is like
Oh, that is
grotesque to
weird.
me.
Yeah,
Like
if he's younger than you, that is weird.
right,
Huh?
right. So like it like that was because he thought it was funny, and like some of his friends thought that was funny. So like it
Yeah.
depends. Like if you're making me uncomfortable, that will also just be like an instant. Like we could be like extremely close friends, but if you just are like at the point of genuinely making me feel uneasy to be around you,
Yeah.
then it's just like I think I'm good.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Like I said, I was fine with him before that. Then he started doing that, and then he'd make like a lot of like gay jokes towards like me and like other guys. And like it's one thing if it's like, oh, we're like we've known each other for years. You're roughly my age. I only knew him for a couple months, and he was making those jokes towards me and others. He's 17.
Yeah. That's when it's kind of like, dude, you need to remember I'm older than you. Like, that's
You got
weird.
to remember, I am a legal adult,
Gotta remember
and
I'm
I'm not
Unk,
trying
you're
to catch
not.
a case.
Got Unk
I'm
status.
not trying to catch a case.
Yeah, no. Yeah, like, well, do you think, okay, sorry, this is kind of like unrelated, but you gotta be thinking
Goose.
about like certain friendships I've had, like, well, specifically me with like men who Like, cause you know the memes where it's like, oh, like you're friends with a guy, and then he pulls the whole, oh, but you look so beautiful today comment or whatever, like, oh, you always look good comment, or he throws in like flirting here and
You are
there,
so
even though you've already
pretty.
said you just want friendship. Yeah, like, do you think guys and girls can be friends like platonically, like actually
No,
platonically?
no, just not known this person named Kawa for however many years.
I'm not a real
Yeah,
person though. I'm
you
just a picture
definitely
on a
can.
screen. What do you mean? I'm just a person on a picture on. I'm just a moving picture on a screen. I'm not actually real.
That sounds all right. I wouldn't be able to make a real friend. That's true.
Hey
Okay,
yo,
I retract my statement.
bro. No, okay. Well, like
No,
besides our friendship, like just broadly,
no,
generally.
I think you can. I don't like. There's no reason why you can't. Like, yeah, it's definitely some people are a bit like you can't because just how their personality is. Some are like really down bad, and like any
Down
female
bad.
interaction they have with them,
They're
they're
like,
just like,
ooh, a
yeah,
female. Sorry.
that's what I want. Like, so I think it, of course, like also depends. Like in that case, is like more of are they like down bad, like stuff like that. Like, yeah, that stuff
Yeah.
can play factors, but for the most part, no, I think it's perfectly fine. Like, I don't see why, like, anytime you say talk to someone of the other gender, you're now worrying about like everything else, like worrying if like oh now they've caught feelings for me or if like this that or the other thing. Like, yeah, there's a likelihood of it,
Mhm.
but there's no reason why it can't happen.
Yeah. I think it definitely
Like
depends
I
on
said, like
like.
I've now known you for however many years.
Yeah. I think it's also like it depends on like I feel like specific conditions. Like for example, like my coworkers, I wouldn't ever date coworkers, so it's very easy to just assume, hey, we're all just gonna be friends, or like at
Hey
least
there, Delilah, what's it like
at
in
least
New
like
York City?
like now that's kind of my perspective on it because I've always been scared to talk to anyone. Period. But now it's like, oh, if I just go with that mindset, you know what? Like whatever, and then, but or even also like, okay, this is my theory. I don't know if this is an actual thing, but I think for like a guy and a girl to genuinely actually just want friendship with each other is if they're either both in relationships or like one's in a relationship, blah blah blah, or they're both emotionally unavailable. Like, let's say they both just went through a breakup and they're not looking for anything with anyone. Like, I think those are like the perfect conditions in which you guys could start off on a good friendship foot. And also, like I said, conditions where, let's say, yeah, I don't know, let's say you don't want to mess with the coworker life balance or whatever, so you just don't go for coworkers ever. Um,
See, I feel like that gives you a higher likelihood. I don't feel like it's necessary though.
you think so?
Like, well, once again, look at us. Whenever we first started talking,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you were single. I've been single pretty much my entire life. So,
Yeah.
like, it's like I think yes, having
Mm.
like one of them say taken or both of them taken or something along those lines gives it that higher likelihood of just being able to stay platonic.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a necessity.
That's true. I think yeah, it also depends on the people. Cause like if some people just approach it as like I could be just friends with you no matter what, whereas some people are like I either have to date you or I never talk to you ever. Like some people have that mentality, you know? Like,
Yeah,
for example, actually, wait, I have an example. This guy DM'd me, okay? It's the story time. This guy DM'd me like 2 weeks ago, and he also makes content. So I was like, oh my god, like we could be friends. Like I was so excited. So I was like, oh my god, new content friends. And then bro started pulling the whole, you look good, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, I just took it as like, okay, he's being nice, whatever. And then he pulled the whole, would it be too forward to ask you out or to ask you out on a date? And I told him like, look, because right now I'm not dating. I'm just trying to focus on myself and heal and like you know. So I told him like, look, sorry, this has nothing to do with you. I just am not. I just got a relationship. I'm not looking to like date. I'm not looking to do anything with anyone. And then he took it personally. He was like, yeah, no, it's okay. I'm used to it. No one ever gives me a chance. And I was like, dude. And then so I said to him, I was like, you would probably be more happy if I just, you know, shut you down now than lead you on and say, hey, just kidding, never mind. And then he was all like, no, it's
JK
okay. He
got
was,
him.
yeah, he was like, and then he was like, no, it's okay. I'm used to it. And I was like, okay, we could have been really cool friends, but like, and then bro had to go and like play the victim like it's about him. Anyways, I was so. And we were only talking for like 2 days. Keep that in mind. We were literally only talking for 2 days. So I'm like, there's no like to me, I'm like, for you to expect a relationship out of the 2 days we talked, I feel like that was very forward. That it was very forward. So yeah, like some people only perceive friendships as like, or like, I don't know, I guess women as like, you either have to date me or we never have anything at all. And which it's unfortunate because then you miss out on a lot of good friendships. You know?
Yeah, that's and once again, that's just how some people are. Some people like I said, they're more of like that, like down bad. Like they're just constantly looking for anyone or anything.
Yeah.
And I get sometimes like, yeah, you might make like think like, oh, maybe like we would work and like get like those type of feelings. Other times you don't. It really like once again, it just kind of all depends. And yeah, that's why I said I agree with as you said, it's a higher likelihood of not dealing with it if you're say both taken
Yeah.
compared to if like you're both single. There's a higher likelihood of, oh, you're nice to them, you guys are always like laughing, joking with each other. Then in that case there's a higher likelihood of like, especially if the guy say has been single for a long time, of it potentially like maybe they want more, maybe they think that would work with you or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So like yes, there's stuff that I think gives it a higher chance of working,
Yeah.
but I think it could work either way. Like I said, I didn't. Neither of us were taken when we first met, and we've now been on off talking for however many years, except for whenever you disappeared and hated me. Uh,
Bro! Himiko's joking, by the way. It's a running punchline. No, yeah, but
no,
like,
I'm
cause
not. No, I'm not. It's true.
it's cause I
Don't let her lie
died.
to
I
you.
died. I died. Mentally, physically, spiritually. I had, I
But
had, I
like,
had to be like a phoenix. I had to rebirth myself.
but yeah, like at that time, like it was like we are both just kind of existing, and maybe that's also just because once again, I don't care.
Yeah.
Would
And
I like to be in a relationship? Sure. With people, yeah, fine. I don't care. Like I don't care enough. Like honestly,
yeah. And
the amount
yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I
Eh?
was gonna say like the amount of like drama that also like derives from the stuff. It's like, yeah, I would like to date, but it's also like, do I really want to deal with that? Like,
Yeah.
oh, this person constantly wanting me at their beck and call, or this person who like if I do like something that slightly annoys them, now I have to worry about the entire day. Like, oh, are they just not going to talk to me? Like, what did I
Mm.
do wrong?
Stresses of dating.
Like there's right there's like a lot of stress and like drama because like some people, not everyone, but some people, like if you say one wrong thing, that'll be it. Or there's other people who like if you don't agree with them, it's instantly an argument.
Yeah.
And then it also just comes to a case of like depending how you met them. If you met them randomly like in person or on like a dating app, it's like okay, you might see them around, you might not. But if it's say someone from like say like I'm in college, people say like whenever you're in college you have like the best chances to find someone like your significant other. It's like, yeah, but now if I met them say in class, now if we break up, then I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I'm just kind of
So yeah.
now stuck in the same class with them. So
Yeah.
it's
And
like a lot of stuff that just negatives that also come along with it. So while I would like it, I'm not like the type of person where I'm like desperately trying.
yeah. No, I get that. Like I said, my rule is I don't date coworkers, but I have dated coworkers in the past, which is why I don't do that anymore because it does just lead to complications, drama, and you have to show up to the same place at the same time, and then it's just do we talk or do we not, and then you know, it's actually well, have you ever had any friendship drama, or not really, or know of any friendship
Um,
drama?
I mean, I've had some from like random like online groups. I've had like in numerous cases, but a lot of it I genuinely like didn't care enough. Or
Yeah,
like a lot are just like way too long of a story.
yeah,
Like whenever you first brought up that before to me, I had one thing that came to my mind, but it was something that was like friendship drama that spanned it over multiple months in a row. Just almost every day was something new.
Really?
If I went into that, we would need to do like 20 podcast episodes for one thing. So, like, I think I'm good.
So like maybe like 10 episodes from now we'll be able to get it pried out of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Just slowly
Yeah,
just
no, like,
dropping little anecdotes from the story just in each podcast episode.
well, like, it was like genuinely like a lot of like, mostly like, oh, he said, she said type of stuff. That's what it
Oh.
primarily was.
Yeah,
Or
been
like
there.
people who like overreact.
Mm. Yeah.
There was like one point someone like in this group, one person decided to like, mind you, to give some definite like some bit of story. For a while, me and my friends, like my IRL friends, were part of a VR chat mafia group.
Okay, yeah.
Made friends with like a lot of other people. That's where like
Yeah.
these people came from. One person would do one thing wrong or choose to do something else, and then it would just become a whole bunch of drama of this person yelling at this person.
Mm.
Then people are playing sides, and then it's just like a lot of back and
Yeah.
forth between everyone only listening to one side. So it's like that's what a lot of it was.
Yeah. That's always the hardest part about having like big friend groups is there's so much that could happen within them because there's so many people.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I don't know if I'd truly say it was like a big friend group. It was more of like we were part of a group, and like we had like bits and pieces of friends in it. It was just
Oh, okay.
kind of all kind of happened. Like at one point, one person decided, and like one of them was like gone for multiple days, like responded to no one,
Yeah.
and like that, like these two people role played with each other like all the time. Well, like as part of the community. Well, because the one was gone, someone decided the one that was still there decided to role play like that same like type of role with someone else, and then the person got butthurt about it and
Oh.
was like, "Oh, you're I go away for like a couple days and now you don't even want to like talk to me," and they're like, "I didn't say that, I just was talking to other people as well." Like, oh, like it became like a whole bunch of drama that just
Oh
derived from
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then like they both played victim, so it's like one of them, it was fair to play victim because they were getting like pretty much targeted for choosing to have fun in the game.
Yeah.
The other one was also trying to play victim, saying like, oh, they hate me, they don't want to talk to me, like I'm such an awful person. Like they're constantly playing victim.
Yep.
So like I've had friendship drama before, and like I've had stuff like that before as well, where like someone doesn't agree with someone else, or someone doesn't do what the other one wants, and it just goes down a rabbit hole of he said, she said, or this
Yeah.
person's awful because they did whatever. Like,
And then suddenly it's like not just between them, it's between the whole group and then
right,
yeah.
like the amount of times that like with those two, I was friends with both of them,
Yeah.
and both of them all the time were constantly like going to me like, "Oh, am I in the wrong for blah blah blah?" And then the other one will be like, "I didn't even say this." Like, to like both of them just privately DMing me, and I'm like, "Wow, yeah, yeah, I agree. They should have done that." Oh, I
Yeah.
just am like, "Wow, shut up! I just want to play the game like we used to. I don't want to deal with this petty
Yeah.
drama."
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, me and my friends would get in a call afterwards, and we would sit there and talk about it and just sit there and laugh because how stupid it was.
Just sitting there debriefing something that shouldn't even be a thing. Like,
Uh, right? Yeah, it would be
yeah.
like because like this same case, like I said, it was like they're like friends. Like they had like a part of like the VR chat like mafia. Like people had like their own like little like families per se in them. That was the problem. Is one decided they were going to be part of someone else's instead of theirs because they didn't hear from them. They didn't really talk anymore. Whatever. So then it just became drama over something stupid. It's a VR chat video game. It's role play. Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah. No, yeah, definitely been
Like
there. It's just yeah, it's
so
just it sucks. It sucks when like it just feels like it's petty drama and it doesn't really need to be there.
yeah, and like I said, a lot of times I sat there and laughed about it. Like I literally would talk to my friends afterwards, and we'd sit there and laugh about it, like
Yeah.
about how
Yeah, cuz like
stupid it was. Because, like
what
I
else can
said,
you
they're
do?
part of. Well, yeah, like I said, like they're also part of the same. mafia group. Like they were also part of it. They knew these people as well. I knew them deep, like better than them because I talked to them more. But like we all knew them. We all knew like bits and pieces of it all. So it's like we just
Mm.
would be like, this is just stupid,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we would like we'd sit there talk about it and talk about how dumb it all was, or laugh about it, or whatever might have came from it. But all the time.
Oh yeah.
Now I just don't talk to any of them.
Oh, fair enough. Tis life, I
Like I just
guess.
don't care. I don't care enough.
Tis life.
That's the other thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot easier to make friends, but it's a lot harder to make true friends because, like that case,
Yeah.
I just didn't want to deal with it. So you know what I did?
Yeah.
I didn't tell them like, "Oh, I'm done talking to you." I
Yeah.
just unadded every single one of them from
Mm.
Discord and everywhere else and just ghosted them. Like,
Yeah, and it's like
that's
that would.
extremely easy to do with the online world. Like, what are you gonna
That's
do?
true.
You gonna re-add me?
That's true.
Okay, you re-add me. It's like I might like I could just not accept it. I could I have my thing set so you can't message me unless I have you friended or we're in a shared server. At that
Yeah.
point I already left all the servers because it was just constantly something.
Yeah, I don't blame you honestly. Like I'd probably do the same because when it's like stuff that's just like bringing you down all the time and it's just stressing you out, it's like at that point it's like is there even a point into saving this unless you guys fix it? Like, you know?
Yeah, that's why like I didn't even like I tried for the longest time. I really did. I tried to like be there for all of them, be friends with everyone, like stay,
Yeah.
talk, whatever.
Mhm.
And then it just was like such like a mental burden of just pretty much like putting me to a case of I was getting close to like being depressed because of it.
Oh,
Or like
yeah.
at points I literally was depressed because of it. I just like was like I don't like this is what am I doing? What am I
Yeah.
doing? Like what are they doing? But also what am I doing? Why am I getting depressed over this petty drama that's happening between people I've known for a few months? Like
Yeah. I'm sorry that
that's
happened.
over something stupid. I mean I
Yeah.
don't care. It
Yeah. Well,
happens. I don't
still, like I've been there. It sucks to like lose friends just because like I don't know. And it's like it's stuff that's out of your control too. Like as much as you wish you could help the situation or fix it, it's like it's really out of your control. So.
see for me it depends. Like it depends like if I even care if I lost one. Like I lost all of them. Do I care? Not at all.
Fair.
Like genuinely, I care less. Like it's like like because they were the way they were. I was literally like I said, I was depressed. Like I was genuinely at points of just like laying
Yeah.
there at night, just like contemplating life because of them,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like at the point of being like tears because of it. It's like so like I'm at like more of that point of I don't care. So like oh yeah, I don't talk to any of them. To some for sometimes if it would happen to me in the other case of like oh I lost this person like they just randomly ghosted me, yeah, that would hurt. But in my case where I'm the one who did it, I did it because like they what how terribly they were making my mental health. So I don't care that I lost them. That's like
Yeah.
the difference is the case of like more of which side are you on? Are you on the side of you are the person who was that did it or the one that it happened to? If you're the one it happened to, then it's like, okay, yeah, that sucks. I thought we were friends. If you're the one that did it, it's like, you must have had a good reason.
Yeah.
If not, then yeah, then it's like, okay, you're just a bad person. Guy had a good reason. If you didn't have a good reason, you're a bad person. And that's how I kind of look at it. If you just
Yeah.
ghost people for the fun of it, or like
Yeah.
make connections then ghost them for the fun of it, that's like,
It's like
you're
what?
such a good person. Uh huh. If you have a good reason, like, oh, they genuinely made you depressed or made you like verbally
like you
harass you or
really.
something like that, then it's like, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah, like you did what was best for you, and honestly, that's all you really can do because, like, at the end of the day, it's. Yeah, like if it's taking a really big toll on your mental health, like I honestly would have done the same thing. I would have just been like, hey, peace, guys, which I have done. I have done that before. Where I had to walk away just because it was affecting my mental health so much with the whole he said, she said, that whole thing. And yeah,
Yeah, that's always like the worst part is like whenever you get stuck in between the he said, she said. So now like,
yeah.
oh, you take someone's side because you don't know the other person's side, or and then you hear the other person's side, then you're just like, yeah, woo.
Yeah, I've actually been in the situation where like not that I was like in the quote unquote he said she said except he did all the saying. I decided to just walk away because I didn't want to make people pick sides. But that was the hardest thing for me to do. But also at the end of the day, it's like that group of friends I was already debating leaving just because their entire Like their entire friend group was just revolved around talking about everybody else and just talking about everyone else's gossip, and that I'm like, they're gonna do the same thing when I leave this group, which they did, but whatever. It
That's
was for the better.
that was the same. That was the same case with ours. So me and my
Really?
friends were slowly one by one from this mafia group
Mm-hmm.
because it was constantly something.
Yeah.
People yelling at others, people causing drama, people getting stuck in drama,
Yeah.
whatever it might have been. It was constantly something. So like
Mm.
we slowly left one by one, like just
Wow.
because we didn't want to deal with it.
Yep.
Like that group was constantly like that same thing, and majority of us didn't even say like bye or anything. We just were like, we might have said bye to like select few.
Yeah.
Like I know whenever I left, there was like the few that I considered more as like my friends at the time. I messaged him like, "Hey, I'm leaving the group. It's just too much for me. It's too much drama. It's too much whatever."
Yeah. No,
But like
exactly.
for the majority, I don't care if you know that I left. If you didn't, I know you're just going to do the exact same thing with or
Mm-hmm.
without me there.
Yeah, especially at like at our age group is like we're just finding ourselves and like a lot of us are carrying a lot of unhealed wounds that like everyone's just gonna sometimes people just bring out the ugliest versions of themselves places and there's just really no healing unless everyone does the inner work, which I don't know, I'm hoping that happens by the time we're like 30 or whatever, but like not everybody is willing to do the most morally right thing or the most like being the higher person, what's it called, being on the higher person, is that what the saying is, like
The better person,
being the bigger person
bigger
is,
person,
yeah,
better. Yeah.
being the higher person, being the bigger person is what I'm trying to say, like
Be
not
high.
be high, guys, stay out of school. But like that is a, yeah, like not everybody approaches life that way, so sometimes people just like, and sometimes people have an ego there where they're like, well, no, I have to be right, like they never can admit that they're in the wrong ever, so like it's kind of just feels like a luck of the draw there sometimes of like, can we fix this, can we not, and
Yeah, and that's like a lot of people. Is a lot of people are that case of they just feel like they're always right no matter what it is.
yeah.
Like one of the cases going back to like this group, like the two people specifically who were having the drama,
Mm.
like the head of the group was literally like he heard both sides. He said that they both were like this was a bunch of like pay drama from both of them. Both of them were being stupid, and that both of them just needed to apologize to each other.
Mm.
One was going to, the other one was like,
Uh,
"Oh, I get it. You just don't want me here. I'm the bad guy. I'm always
oh
the
my
bad guy."
god.
He said you both were bad. You both need to apologize. Oh, I get it. I'm the bad guy. Like he
I
literally
hate
then
that, yeah.
restated, like, I'm just telling you guys to say sorry because I think you're both in the wrong. I don't think either of
Yeah,
you
like
are
just do it so you guys can like
equally.
move
I think you
on.
guys are equally wrong and right. You guys just need to move. Oh, I know I'm the bad guy. And then they left like the group, and then later on come back and like, but yeah, like victim. They just played victim, and I was like, yeah, woo.
Yeah,
And then
it's
they got
complicated.
And then I know at one point they were talking crap on me because after like that specific thing, I ended up personally, like I was still in the group at the time, but I ended up personally just blocking them.
Yeah.
And then they start talking crap on me about how I told them I was their friend, then I went and just blocked them. Well, yeah, because I don't want to deal with your drama.
Yeah,
I don't
sometimes it's
care
easier
enough
to just kind of yeet yourself out of
not.
there.
Like that's my case. That's why like 9 times out of 10, I'm like, I don't care. Like
Yeah. But it's like
if you're
the,
gonna constantly be dramatic or constantly cause problems, I'm going to consistently stop talking to you.
yeah, like for me, like relationships and friendships, if the friendship or relationship stresses me out more than not having that connection, then it's not worth it to me. Like if it's gone on for like too long, like yeah, you can go through conflict, and I think that's healthy for friendships. Like if there's never conflict, then it's like okay, like something's a little off
Yeah,
here, but
conflict's fine. Like
yeah,
me and my best friend at times we argue about stuff
yeah,
as well.
but
That's normal. It's the
but
difference of if it's every single day
yeah,
or every other day,
yeah,
all the time. It's
mhm,
9 times out of 10. It's
it's
some type of drama. It's like
not worth it.
what's bigger, the good that's coming out of it or the bad? If it's the bad
Exactly.
that's outweighing the good, then you should just stop there.
Exactly,
That's just
right?
toxic at that point.
But that's the thing is like I saw this quote where it was like real friends work things out, fake friends just let the friendship fizzle out. And it's like that's true. You need both parties to be able to fix a situation. But if it's only one person trying to fix the conflict and the other person's like no, 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 like I want to be in the right, blah blah blah, then it's not, you're not going to get anywhere. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, that's like exactly it. It's like that. that's like the case. Is like real friends will try to fix it,
Yeah.
but like
So the
people who
people.
are just kind of socializing, they're just like, who cares? Like they'll stick on their horse and ride it no matter where it's taking them
Mhm. No,
or
100%.
how wrong they are. Like, and it is what it is. Who cares?
Yeah.
Realistically, like if you're gonna be that way, I don't care enough. Realistically, I don't care about a lot of things. I just am
I
here.
don't care about you. Is that a song? I think that's a song. Yeah. Well, if
Uh,
anyone is
from
listening,
from the part you saying, I have no clue.
if you listeners are going through friendship issues, take it from us. Sometimes the drama is just not worth it. So, if you feel like walking
And if
away,
there is a lot of drama happening, just start barking at them. It helps.
just turn into a pug. Do what Himiko does. Be a pug.
I listen, and the amount of times where like people are yelling, and if you just start barking, everybody stops yelling because then everybody's just confused as to what's happening.
Honestly, I might take
Take
you
it
up
from
on
me.
that. If there's people arguing, I'm just gonna start barking and see what happens.
I mean, they don't have to be arguing. If they're just talking,
Yeah, just get them to break it apart.
they're just like, what's happening?
Be like,
Why are
oh
you
sorry.
barking at me? Then they're just questioning why you're barking, and like, boom, conversations derailed, arguments derailed, it's all derailed. Bark.
Number one solution, guys.
Become a dog. If you
Just
don't take things easy peasy, you got it.
there we go. Alrighty,
Or
well,
just make noise. It doesn't have to be barking. I'll just make noises at people.
yeah.
Stuff works. Just gotta use it at the right time. Obviously. Don't don't be normal. If you're normal, you're gonna just get caught in the drama. If you're
If you're normal.
perfectly fine with just being, if you're perfectly fine with being crazy, you can stop all drama real quick.
No, exactly, because when crazy people are friends with each other, you don't know what's going on half the time, so then there's nothing to argue about.
Exactly.
Take
Me and
us from the
Kawaa, I
beginning of
don't.
the podcast.
Uh, Me and Kawaa, I don't know if we've ever argued,
I don't
and
think
if we
so.
have, I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Because
We
I don't remember most things that happened to her. Because 9 times out of 10, it ends up going to the duck walked up to an lemonade stand and he said to the man in the stand, "Hey, you got any
Bitch, give
drinks?
me your grapes. Anyways.
Give me
Alright
the grapes
guys.
and the stick up."
Alright guys. We are ending that oh my gosh, nearing that time. Himiko has
See, look,
classes.
it derailed her. It derailed her. My one bark.
Huh? Yeah, probably.
I
See, I
bark
don't
and
even know
you're
what's
like,
going on.
huh? It
Huh?
works. I
See, when in doubt, just go, huh? That's what I do. I just go, what?
eh? Eh?
Half my conversations with coworkers are just going, what? Huh? What did you say? Like,
I make my coworkers think I'm so aggressive all the time. Like one of them will say something, and I'm like, "What'd you say to me?" It's like
yeah.
it isn't me just saying it because that's more fun to say it that way. But all the time, what did you say to me?
yeah. Exactly. All right, guys. We're reaching the end of the podcast. We gotta go. But we'll see you guys in the next episode. Until next time, bye bye!